We're back with Dr. Christy Funk, and joining us also is psychotherapist Dr. Mike Dow. Yeah. Welcome, sir. Let's talk about a really important topic, because every 109 seconds an American is sexually assaulted in real life. But is it possible that sexual assault can happen in a virtual world? Have a look at this. The surge in popularity of online gaming has uncovered a disturbing new trend: virtual sexual assault. That's right. There have recently been reports of male gamers virtually groping female gamers while playing them online. It may not be physically real, but can virtual sexual harassment cause the same emotional trauma as real life? And could participating in it desensitize men enough to possibly try it in person? Now, I'm not a big gamer. In fact, I've never played these types of games where literally strangers can be competing against one another. But when I read about this story, that a group of guys were playing with a particular, they knew she was a woman because of her voice.
Right.
And so then they started virtually assaulting her, touching her, feeling her. I could.
Well, and then when she went online to talk about how she felt about being virtually raped, she came upon all this criticism.
She was bullied, yes, online and social media.
It's just a game, it's not real. How can you feel that way? And I'm like, okay, the whole point of these games with the goggles is to anonymously enter into this world where people steal cars, they shoot and kill other people.
And especially when you're talking to other people and hearing their voices, it really does feel real. It's one thing to be in a single player game and you're driving a race car or something, but when you can hear other players and you're seeing them through these VR goggles, it can be really scary. I mean, people have relationships.
Physiologically, aren't you getting dopamine, epinephrine? So now you rape me visually. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to get pregnant or an STD, but those emotions are real.
And if someone thinks it's okay to do this virtually, what's to stop them from doing this in the real world if their mentality is such that they can take advantage of someone else that way?
It's so cowardly. They feel so safe because you're not right.
Courage.
Exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
Keyboard courage.
All those haters online, they have a barrier, and you're right, Dr. Travis, because a lot of people, they act this out. So if you have tendencies, if you have an impulse control disorder, if you have untreated depression, and you think it's okay to act out these feelings, these urges, you are probably more likely to do that in real life as well. So I think it's a red flag and a warning sign for parents and for people in the games as well.
So what would parents be watching their kids for? What behavior changes in a child should you notice to think maybe they're getting too aggressive or involved with this?
Yeah, so I recommend a lot of things for parents. First, put the computer or the gaming system in the living room. You know, when you have these in the bedroom, you have people, you can have a 15-year-old girl having an online relationship with a 40-year-old man. I have treated people who have real relationships with people they've never met in multiplayer formats.
Wow.
So I would say that young children should not play multiplayer formats because you have no way of controlling other people's behavior. If they're gonna play a racing game, that's great. It can actually, small amounts of time of playing a video game like that can actually increase some of their skills, their reaction time. But everything in moderation. You don't want them to play hours and hours on end.
And Christy touched on it. I mean, it's the same thing. If you do this in a virtual reality world, the violent part of it, does it then push you towards violence in real life?
Absolutely, because it's okay. You learn that it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Consequences shape behavior. So if in a game you can get away with this, and you're a child who's already struggling with oppositional defiant disorder, and you're getting expelled, and then you're doing this online, and it's untreated, and you can get away with it. Right. What is helping you to stop and become a better member of our community, a better kid, treating people with respect, right?
Well, and what you fill your mind with, affects your heart and your behavior. Your mind is the gateway to what you're doing with your real life. And so you're filling your mind with violence and rape and theft.
But the takeaway here with gaming, limit your children and stay on top of what they're doing online. And certainly when it comes to sexual assault, whether virtual or real, if you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, be sure to contact RAINN, the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, at 1-800-656-4673. We'll also have more information about RAINN on our website. We'll be right back.